My thing is not tight enough. Oh, shoot. Y'all, it's always something. This wants to rotate. And I don't want it to rotate, but it's not. Shit. It's not wanting to stay. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to take this off. That shouldn't be moving like that. All right, I'm going to put y'all down here while I tighten up. Why is this moving? Like, this should not even be moving. That's that part. I'm right here, y'all. I should have put y'all on the other side. This should not be moving, but it is. Damn it. I wonder if I need to go get my other one. Let me try and put you back up here. Hopefully this won't like mess up anything. This does not want to stay. Hey Sarah, this does not want to stay. And it's trying to, let me put it this way. It's trying to, it's not stable. Okay, here. Thank goodness I did that without like cutting y'all off or hitting the wrong button. Y'all, it's always something. I don't know why that was loose like that. Oh, okay, let me tilt that. Hey Janet, I saw you. All right, I'm closing up my laptop. Hey Grace, because I just finished, I feel like I'm yelling. I just finished editing 2 videos and scheduling 1. And so let me put the laptop away. Bring y'all a little bit closer. We're going to do swatches today. Oh, it's just always something. I'm just thinking I'm prepared. Oh, boy. And you know what? The thing is loose, and I don't know why. It's never been loose before. So I'm going to have to figure that out after this one. And I don't move it often. So... All right, so what we're going to be swatching today, I am going to do the intro. I know y'all are crooked or something, but I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm going to do the intro for those watching the replay and those who might be new here watching the replay particularly. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion, and I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, trying not to feel like you need to act like or be like someone else and not just be who you are. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Because here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what we stand for here. 2 things also you need to know if you are new here watching the replay. First of all, thank you for stopping in and being here. I do curse sometimes because I curse, and I know it's offensive to some people, so that's why I say that up front. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes 1 or 2 will get past me. My phone is at 62%. I do have my long cord here in case we run low. I have water, I have tea. What we are going to swatch today, 3 of the palettes that my official troll Ken, who are my channel members. And if you're curious about membership, you can click the link. It says join, but it doesn't join you. It shows you the perks. And then if you want to join, you click that join button and it'll guide you through entering your information. So my official troll Ken suggested names for some of my lethal BYOPs, and then we did a live stream so that everyone that came were able to vote on the names that the members gave. So that's how we got the names for these palettes. And so I have, I think, 9 BYOPs? 6, 7? I have more than 6. And so I have fond memories when I think about these palettes, because I think like these are the Crazy Troll Nation fam palettes because they named these palettes. So we're going to swatch Candyland, and I remember saying in that video when we were picking the names from the ones that the members had chosen that I was going to take the color story out and put it in a palette that looked more like what the name was. And so this one is Candyland. And so I put it in here because one, I was thinking of the game where it had the squares and you had to move your piece or whatever, but then also because there are different colors in this palette. And this is what this color story looks like. Yeah, so it does look like, my fingers are so freaking weird. And so this is what that palette looks like. Y'all, two of these shades are UV reactive. This one right here, which is Thorn, this was the first one I purchased way back. Well, not way, way back, but, and this one here is also UV reactive. I haven't tested it yet. This one is Anxiety. And it was the perfect name for this. And this was color story number 6. And then I had said disregard it because I knew I was going to switch some stuff around. But even when I put it together, it fit. And the reason that member named this Anxiety was because of this shade right here. This one right here. It's called Dark Matter. The first time I used it, I was not ready for it. So I used my Hourglass number 3 brush, which is a wide brush, and I put it on. I was like, oh shit. It was dark and it was everywhere, and that look turned out busted. I was not ready for it. And so, but it is hella pretty. Like, look at this shade. And the shifts it does show up. And so I've been hesitant to use it because it gives me anxiety because I think about that first time that I used it. So that is the perfect name for this palette. And I was going to say I like this palette, but I like all my Lethal palettes because these are darker in person. And I did tilt this down. And so we have a row of brights and then like mid-tones and this beautiful dual chrome. And then we have dark down here. This is a dark brown that's Nocturnal. This is Transmutation, which is a black. And both of these were out of stock for a while. So when they came back, I jumped on it. Because the other shades in here are fairly newish, and my Transmutation and Nocturnal were old and they were getting kind of different. This one is Autumn Vibes, and so I put it in this palette because it looks like it's Autumn Vibes, right? The color. And this is what this palette looks like. I am just so excited for these palettes. This one is also a nice deep palette. This has that green brown shift in it. This one is Volant, but we are going to swatch all of these palettes. And Thursday, I think, is our last swatch party for the last few of my Lethal BYOPs, I think. Because I was trying to stick to Mondays, but then I'm like, I wanted to get this done this month so that we could move on. So another thing I want to talk about really quick before we start, and this is me just still trying to give YouTube time to notify people. I do thank y'all for being here, and I appreciate y'all for being here. Just making sure. I love when all of y'all talk to each other. Thank you, Janet. This I did today at about 3:30 this afternoon, and it shocked even me because I usually still be asleep. But yeah, and I did a nude lip, and so this is what we're going to talk about. This is Spellcast Beauty, and this is Dreamy. I purchased it because it was on clearance for like $7.99, and this is House Labs Atomic Shaker Rosewood Shine. Does anybody know why these are no longer on the House Labs website? They're not on the Sephora website. Like, are they reformulating? Are they going to bring them back? Because I love these. And I was looking at them, and I know I had swatched them before, but I didn't remember like which was darker. So I said, I'll do an ombre lip because that'll tell me. They look the same. I put I put Dreamy along my lip line and filled in with this one. And what I realized is number one, this part I already knew. I don't use either one of these often because y'all know I like a darker lip. But I realized that I want to let one of these go because I don't do this lip often and I'm not going to get through both of these. And so what I'm thinking is to get rid of the Spellcast Beauty because this is more of a cream. They're both liquid lipsticks, but this is more of a creamy formula. And so this does transfer more, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I've been drinking out of my water cup, and so I've just been putting my bottom lip, which ends up being along my lip line, and every time after I drink out of my tumbler, I wipe it off. These are all marks from this. My top lip, it hasn't transferred at all because the interior part of my lip that has House Labs on it, and I know from before wearing this does not transfer. And so I think I'm going to let this go because it's going to transfer everywhere. Not everywhere, but whatever I drink or eat, whereas this one won't. And you can't even tell it's an ombre lip. It's the same shade. So, also, because I've been so excited about the City Beauty lip oil, they had... Okay, I did put on my community tab. I was going to purchase their bundle, one of their lip glosses. It was the clear one and their night oil. But meanwhile, y'all know I hate paying for shipping. Y'all know I hate paying for shipping. And so I think I was like $9 short or something for shipping from Sephora. And so I purchased House Labs. I didn't realize it came in this container because I don't be on our website like that. And I never checked the PAO. I'll look at it later. 9 months. 6 months? 9 months. This is House Labs, and it says PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze Duo. A full size of their new shade, which is Honey Shimmer, and a mini of their most popular shade, which is Persimmon. So we're going to look at these. We're not going to try them on. I may swatch them on my chin. If I do that, you know what, I'll just put them under my nose because I don't want to put them on my face in case we need more space for the swatches, which is why we're here. The most important thing is the eyeshadows. So I went on the website and I looked at these to see what they say, because I haven't paid any attention to any lip glazes, lip oils, none of that. And so I was really glad to get to try those from City Beauty, being in their partnership program. But I'm like, since I needed to try something, get something, because I hate paying for shipping, I got these. And so I was looking on the website. They packaged it very well. And it says these are small. This is full size. Is that kind of the same as... This is full size, it says. And this is the mini of the most popular shade, Persimmon. Y'all, these are tiny. You know, I did not look up the prices individually. For this duo was $14.50. I think it says something like 50% off. I don't know. I didn't look up the prices, and I apologize I didn't do that. These are freaking tiny, but you know what that means? Using them consistently, they would get used up. So this is Honey Shimmer. This is Persimmon. So the website says, let me know if y'all have experience with House Labs lip glazes. I don't. My first lip oil, anything with City Beauty. So it says on the website, 4-in-1 fusion. 4-in-1 fusing the hydration of lip oil, cushion of balm, balm, like a lip balm, volumizing effect of plumper, and high shine of gloss. And so that's the 4 things it's supposed to do. Be hydrating, feel like a balm, plump your lips, and be a high shine as a gloss. You haven't tried it, Sarah? I'll let y'all know. You know I'm going to let y'all know. And then I was looking at, more information about it, y'all. I was like, well, excuse me? So I'm wondering if I do want to open them both, because I need to see if I'm going to like it first. And this is why. One of the reasons that y'all know I kept saying I like the City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss is because there's a very, very, very slight tingle for There's a very, very, very slight tingle for like 20 seconds, and then it goes away. That's it. No burn, like no nothing. This stuff says burn-free plumping after 2 weeks of continued use. So you telling me for 2 weeks using this, I'm going to have a burn? Burn-free plumping after 2 weeks continued use. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to open them both, because if I use one and it burns, the City Beauty ones do not burn. It's a slight tingle. It comes and it goes, and that is it. And even their lip oil, the night and the day one both say plumping. I don't feel anything, but then I've been using the night oil every time before I go to sleep since I got it. But so I do want to swatch these for you, but I don't want to open them both because if it burns, so I'm gonna open up the mini one, and also because this is a color. So we'll see what this color looks like. Sorry for the glare on under my nose. This is just a regular shine. I think that means no burn ever, but plumping after 2 weeks continued use, says Janet. Huh. Let me bring that back. Oh, girl, don't hit the wrong button, because I'll be... No burn ever. But it's... Okay, wait. You're saying no burn ever, but plumping after 2 weeks continues. But it doesn't say that. It says burn-free plumping after 2 weeks continued use. So that's telling me there's going to be some type of burn if they're making a point to say burn-free after. You know what I mean? I'll let y'all know. So we're going to open Persimmon because this one is really not a color. It does look like it has some shimmer, and it's called Honey Shimmer. So we're going to do this. Hey, Alicia. So we're going to open this one. I do want to put it on top of this in a way because the City Beauty glosses say to put on your bare lips, but when I put them on top of a lipstick, I can still feel that slight tingle. So it does still work over top of lipstick, which I was happy to find out because then I used them more than before. So, so what the hell? I was going to say something nasty. So we are going to swatch it, but I also want to see if it shows up over this lippy just to kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, but that I don't know about the burn free after 2 weeks thing, because is there anything on here? Okay, this is not even... Do I need to do something? Yo, look at my lashes. This is that Issa mascara. Yo, if they still have a bundle deal, it doesn't seem like anything is coming off. And one came with the palette bundle, and then they had 2 of the mascaras just bundled together, and I purchased that. Because after trying it, I'm like, these are nice. I don't know what this... I'm perverted, so I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking. But I'm looking at this like... with that little nub, and then how it just kind of like hangs off. All right, we're gonna put this right here just so we can see. I know it's that Issa mascara, Sarah. Sarah. This does not. Well, maybe because it's a mini, because this is not really coming out. Yeah, that's that Issa mascara, y'all. And you know what's funny? Because I keep thinking that's this. I thought it was a color. This like this look like it might be this one. So I know for sure this one ain't no color. If this one is this color. I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. This is hard to get out of here. This is not a color. And this is their most popular color, they say. It ain't even a color. It did make my lip shinier. Y'all, this is... I'm glad I never invested in their full size. It is shiny. But that ain't no color. That is no color. So if you guys are looking for mascaras, and if they still have that bundle deal free, feel free to use my link. And anytime I put links on my community tab for sales or deals, feel free to save it, share it, use it at a later time or whatever. So once I use this on my lips, I'll report back. And I might use it in a video, otherwise I might forget to report back. And if it does burn, this is going to go somewhere, because you ain't burning my lips. No, sir, ma'am, sir. Let's get into the swatches. All right, y'all, I am excited. I'm acting like I ain't never used these before. I'm like, I just love BB's palettes. The formula. So let's start with Candyland. And I know I said that in a sing-song way, like the movie. Like snot under my nose. Yo, I am tripping. All right, so let's get to these swatches. I feel like it's something I've been meaning to ask y'all. I don't know. So I do have my my thing here. So I'm just taking some out so I won't have to reach in, because sometimes more than one wants to come out. And I have a cloth here. All right, this shade is Equinox. I'm yelling. Am I yelling? Oh my gosh, this is Equinox. Y'all look. I love it. Y'all, I'm still getting rid of palettes. I'm still getting rid of palettes, y'all. I did make a purchase. But I still have less than before. This is Plitvice, and I'm going all around it because there's blue in here, there's like a gold, there's green, but we're getting all of it, and you see that. So thank you for the thumbs up. And so we're going to put that here. And you do see the different colors. Because this way I see more green, like a green line at the top, and then it's yellowish down here. Down here in the mirror, because it's more shaded, I actually do see that flip. Even though it's not a flip, it's just marbled. This one is Relapse. This came free in the mystery bag. I do remember that. And did I give one away? Because I ordered 2 mystery bags. So that's Relapse. This is a nice look right here. You can put this all over the lid. Put this for outer corner, or all over the lid, outer corner, and maybe put this on lower lash line. And if you want to deepen your outer corner, you can use this shade, which is Willow. This one right here. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Look at that. That's a look right there, baby. I'm tripping. I did have like 2 sips of Mountain Dew, and I think that's what's happening to me. It wasn't even that much, like literally like 2 sips. This one is Overdrive. I remember this one. This is bright, y'all. This shade. Whew. You know, let me tilt this mirror down here. I've been working on my posture because doing videos and stuff, I realized a while ago I was hunching over. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. And we're going to come here. This has a dip in it. This is Untamed. I did use this quite a bit. This has a dip in it. Ooh. So we're going to, I'll be tripping. Which side is that? Is that this side? Yep. So, yeah, that's a dual chrome. Because this is looking lavender to me, and this side is looking gold. Wow. That's this shade. That's that shade. Making sure I'm using the right side. Yeah. Y'all, look at... I love it. It's been easier for me. This is Cyanus. It's becoming easier for me to get rid of palettes because as I'm doing looks with them, one, if it looks like something similar I can do with something else I have that I like more, i.e. a grungy palette or a grungy color story, then I will opt for that one and not just keep like a basic palette just for that one look that I prefer. You know what I mean? But I do still make it a point to use an entire palette because why not if I paid for the entire palette? These are pretty. And this one is Foxglove. I haven't used this palette in a while. And I mentioned in either yesterday's video I did or today's video that I did that I do have in my notes in that binder to do a color series because I think that'll be more interesting than, oh, soft crunch look with Lethal Cosmetics. Because y'all gonna be like, girl, you know, you keep doing that. But if I do a color series or, you know, different type color combinations, I think that'll at least be interesting because then it's not about the brand, it's about the colors. And I do really want, and I doubt it'll ever happen, that YouTube will get back to that like it was back in 2007, 2008. And, you know, up until like maybe 2014. This is Mainframe. This shade. That is pretty. But I am enjoying getting reacquainted with palettes, even if I end up giving them, well, not giving them away, but some are in my Macari store. If you see something in my Macari store that you want, message me before you buy it. This is Thorn. This is the UV reactive one. Because I normally don't negotiate because people be playing games. But if, for my troll Ken, I will negotiate. I think people also do different accounts because I have Moonlit Seduction bundled with another mothership for, I forget the price. And somebody messaged me and said, can they just buy Moonlit Seduction? And so I gave a price. This is Wilted. I said, well, this is what I can price this Moonlit Seduction by itself. I said, let me know if you want it, because somebody will snatch it before you get it if I just do it. And then she wrote back, no, I meant both of them. But that's not what she said. She said, can she just purchase Midnight? Hey, Tanya, Moonlit Seduction. So I was just like, that ain't what she wrote. And so I wrote back, this is Monarch. I wrote back saying, oh, because what you said was. And I didn't hear back from her. And check this out. The next day, the very next day, that is bright. I don't know where to put that or what to do with that, but y'all know we're going to do something. Excuse me. Be funky and do the purple and pink together. Pretty orange. It is. It's UV reactive. I haven't tried it yet, but it says it is. And so the very next day, I got a message from somebody else that said the same exact thing in the same exact way. Can I just purchase Moonlit Seduction palette? The same, but then that's a simple phrase. Can I just purchase Moonlit Seduction? And I'm like, so I wrote the same thing that I wrote to the other person, and I never even heard back from them. And I do think it was the same people. But I'm like, does that really work? So this is what this palette looks like. The only thing that's kind of like, is this bright ass orange. That, I'm looking at my forehead like, I don't know where it would go or like with what, but it would be one of those bold, bright looks, because that is a bright shade. And I'm sure I would put the pink in there somewhere too, even if lower lash line. And all of these are like, they don't have any orange in them. Oh, excuse me. But since when do I care if colors go? But, or just be funky and just do these three over here. What about the other tangerine orange in the corner? Talking about this yellow up here? This gold? This color? Is that what you're talking about, Tanya? I'm gonna figure something out, because y'all know I just be doing stuff anyway. Talking about this up here? So this is Candyland. And as I mentioned earlier, these are all very fond. I'm fond of all of these because, oh, it looks tangerine to you. You like me, Tanya. You be seeing colors different than other people. Because I know I be seeing colors different. Yeah, but that's, yeah. So now we're going to go into Autumn Vibes. This might be a short one tonight, y'all. Might be a short one tonight. This is what I was going to ask her earlier. When I did the live on Friday, that was because I couldn't get up and be alert enough Thursday night. And we had a bigger turnout. We had a turnout like we usually do for Monday nights. Thursdays are kind of slow. But as days goes on, the views do go up a little bit. But then that had me wondering, like, do I want to do Fridays instead of Thursdays? So it would be Monday and Friday instead of Monday and Thursday. And so I am going to do a members only post and see what they say, even though I think most of them will be like, whatever's best for you, because that's what they do. Like, whatever's best for you, whatever you feel like. Sometimes they do give a direct answer though. So this is Autumn Vibes. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just get so excited. Oh my gosh. Just the color stories. Grace, I didn't expect you to answer. I'm like, she's probably editing a video or doing a video. So this is Backdraft. I feel like I'm yelling. I am just like super excited. So this is Backdraft. Hey, Locke. So this is Backdraft. Oh, man. I need to do them smaller because we got 12 shades. This one is Fahrenheit. These two go, you know what, y'all? These two go together. These two go together. This bottom row go together. And I don't know what else. So this is, what did I say? I could read Fahrenheit. This is a nice 2-shadow look. I surprise myself the times when I do 3-shadow looks. I'm like, who am I? And usually it's with the 9-pan Notoriously Morbid. And I'm like, who am I doing 3-shadow looks? That's a pretty look right there. This one is Catatonic. I don't know where these came from. They're not from a mystery bag. Puts me in the mind of the Bloom color story. Are any of y'all considering getting Bloom? Hey, y'all, listen. Did y'all see the upcoming Pat McGrath release? Excuse me for that, my throat. Did y'all? I saw it today because it was sent in an email, and I'm just like, is this ColourPop or Glam Light or what? Making egg bites while listening. Okay, and I am hungry. That was some Miss Asanya. I was like, this is not Pat McGrath, world-renowned makeup artist. I was just like, it looked like a ColourPop or a Glam Light release. And I did look at the lipsticks because the purple one, let me keep going. Where am I at? This is Torment. This would go with that orange on in that other palette. No, you don't, Tanya. You probably got it. But if you do, use my link. You know, and I think I did put my link in my community tab when I posted it. I looked up that purple because I'm like, okay, that looks nice, right? That purple is Flashdance that I had before that I got rid of because it just looks like one color on my lid where in the component it looks like it would be a dual chrome. This would go with this. That would be monochromatic though, but yeah, you know. And this brown or this brown. So I think, oh, and the neutral one is Bronze Venus. So they just repackaged it. And I'm pretty sure, I didn't check the other stuff, but I am pretty sure that the other stuff is repackaged as well. And that packaging looks like ColourPop or Glam Light. And I'm just like, but you know what? If there are still any stands out here for Pat McGrath, they will buy the whole thing. And I'm just like, Pat McGrath is not candy cane. I'm just like, what? I'm on the nail polish and lipstick nobody. I saw your video lock, and I'm like, that's a good idea. And then you said something. I was like, oh, That's what a gloss is, PMG, although good is not my favorite gloss formula. My issue is they look one way in the component, like they're all dual chrome or whatever, and you put them on, and it just looks like my lips just shiny. So I'm just, yeah, I think I only have one left, the gold one. Or did I get rid of that one too? This is Defiance. This is a pretty shade. I'm looking at these like I ain't seen them before. Yo, I be tripping. So I suspect if I want to do monochromatic, this orange and this shade, which has a purple something, cranberry something to it. That's not like a brown like this one. But when I do my color series, I will have to go in different palettes. And so I do have an empty 12 pan. And so it does look like Christmas, freaking candy canes. Like, excuse me? This is February. This is Volant. I was going to say this is pretty, but all of these are pretty. This has a shift. Oh, that's the one that I was like that green, red shift that's in almost everything. Oh. Yeah, they are putting her to shame. And we are, I think that's a pretty shift. So you see the green and you see the other shade. I think we're used to her repackaging stuff, but that packaging, are you kidding me? Somebody's going to buy it and love it. And I'm like, you already have it. They just want the special packaging. I feel like this release came out of nowhere. I do too, Locke. I will actually be content if Pat never releases anything through the year except the Mothership. I would too. But would it be the 10-pan Mothership or the Mothership Mega? And I'm thinking it would be a Mothership Mega. And as I've been using my Motherships, they're going into my Macari store. Like, I'm just like, and some of them I realized I haven't used since like last summer. So I'm like, why is it here? And some of them, the ones I had left, were my favorites. And they're going into the store too so far. They're banking on brand names. So I don't know if they're going to get it with this one. This is Trespass. Was that other one Trespass? No, I'll see when I put it on, but I don't think so. No, I want to say no. This is a pretty shade. And then I'll look and be like, yeah, that's the same one. Where's that palette at? Yeah, I was just like, what the hell is this kitty shit? Even Tarte do better packaging than that. Oh, no, that was Willow. This is Willow up here. But I'm just, it is a disgrace. That's right, a disgrace of her brand. Like them people, the investors, they don't know nothing about her except that her name make money, but they're not even making money like they used to because they're ruining the reputation. And a lot more people are saying now that it's the investors in charge and not Pat. Because for like the last year or so, people are like, oh, Pat need to do this. I'm like, Pat is nowhere in the building. She on a runway somewhere in another country. And so I am glad to hear that people are like, yeah, it's not her. But I'm just, yeah, it really ain't. Mother need to do this. Mother ain't in the building. So who are y'all talking to? This is Eden. And it did used to upset me because I'm like, how come more people don't realize this ain't her? That is pretty. That's a pretty green. That is Eden. But this release, y'all, I'm just like, I wouldn't even impulse buy that one if it was 50% off. Well, this release shows she isn't involved. They've been showing she hasn't. I don't know who. Pat is living her best life, and I think part of them not giving it up is, or not wanting to give up her name is because number one, she's a woman, so it's a woman-owned brand, and two, she's a black woman, so they have that title of black-owned woman brand. But yeah, it's her brand, but she ain't in charge. FRB, we have this in another palette. This is a really pretty shade. I'm leaning toward indie. Me too. And I remember thinking, am I becoming a collector of Natasha palettes? And it is still ironic to me that I really like I Need a Nude. Y'all know, look at this. Do this look like I Need a Nude? But I am, it just shocks me. And I think because that's the only palette like that in my collection. And it is really easy to use. And even doing this look, which was not that, like I had no fallout. And so some of her palettes is just like super, super easy. We got 4 more shades. This, and this was not a good place to put it being this far. I don't really know. I don't remember how I feel about the Slip Cream formula. Because I wasn't impressed with the formula of Roxa. And I realized I had so many other purple palettes, it didn't make sense for me to keep it. It is pretty. And I like the bronze palette. It's not one I would use often, but it's so friggin' easy. And because it's monochromatic, whatever I do, it's going to look nice and minimal to no fallout. So that's something I can just pick up and do a look. And, everything's good. This is Equilibrium. This is pretty, but all of these are pretty. Look at this, y'all. Oh, my God. Put this all over your lid and use this lower lash line reverse eyeliner and wing it. This one is Insomnia. But yeah, so it surprised me. I didn't care for I Need a Warm, and I can't really figure out why, unless maybe it was too warm for me, because I don't like me in all cool tones. But I think it was too warm because my complexion leans that way. But I like golden, even though I did mix it with Star palette shadows. So I'm just like, what's happening to me? This one is Midnight. I'm like, what's happening to me? And I can say, too, those are unique to my collection, my stash, I'll say, because I don't want to claim being a collector. That is a rich shade. This is a pretty row. Actually, the whole palette. So if you want a nude row, you have here. If you want, a little pop with this first shade and then that dual chrome, this one, no. This one. That's this row. If you want like a more bold look, that's this row. Excuse me. And you can just do whatever. You can even do, little quads if you want to. This is a nice grungy quad right here. These 4. And even like these 4. Okay, let me move on because I'll just sit here and be staring at the palette. Did we do all the? Yep. So that's that palette. So is anybody in here planning on getting Candyland? The Peppermint Patty kit. that Pat McGrath collection. I was just like, this is not the Pat that we know. And when we know it ain't her, as I said. So I don't remember. You'd buy this palette? This one? This one you talking about? This is pretty. And it has a lot of versatility in it. And even just this shade. Put this all over the lid for one and done. Or if you want to put dark in the outer corner. Or use this for your upper lash line. On the lid, upper lash line done. For people who don't do like all the other stuff. Or even this. Because this, I'm actually, all of these will go with this. And I think the blue would make it pop. And this is a purple, so that'll go. So yeah, this goes with a lot of stuff that's in here. I'm looking at these two with this orange, even though I don't like, I don't prefer monochromatic looks. But yeah, so this was a really fun project. And especially when I thought to like put the color story in a different packaging, because then it looks like it is. So this is Candyland, it's on the forehead. This is Autumn Vibes, and it looks like it's autumn. And the last one is Anxiety. And you know what, y'all, for real, every time I think about this palette, my heart beats a little bit faster. Like, it really gives me anxiety. And it's all the eyeshadows, it wipes off. And I'll be doing crazy stuff anyway, so it's like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? But it really does. And I need to get over it. Excuse me if you heard that, was nasty. I need to write this in my calendar to use this soon, like for real, because I need to just get over it, because that is such a beautiful shade. This one right here, this is such a beautiful shade. And if I showed y'all the picture I did with it, the first look I did with that, it's just like, I still posted the video, because y'all know I don't waste content. And so, but I was just like, and even in the video I put it on, I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to fix it, but it wasn't fixable because I had put so much of it on and it spread so wide. It was just like, okay. This one is Idol. I think this came in a mystery bag. Did we swatch FRB already? I feel like I have that somewhere. So this is Idol. Y'all look at that. Oh my gosh. Is that a shift in there? That's not white. What do y'all see in there? What color do y'all see in there? And it is different than this one. Then I'll look, it'd be the same one. But no, this is Idol. I do know that that one's not named Idol. This one is Heather. I don't know who her is. This is a nice little quad right here. These 4 shades right here. It is nice. This can be a look. This can be a look. This could be a look. Y'all, my heart be racing. So this is, oh, that's pretty. This looks like Flashdance, that lip gloss. That was a goofy laugh. But when I put it on my lips, it only showed it was one color. It looks icy to you, yeah. Maybe a gray tone. Yeah, because there's something in there. It's definitely not white, and it's not silver to my eye. But this looks like Flashdance, that gloss. This one is FRB. I know I have this somewhere because this just sounds too familiar. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. It's not any of these things. Nope. Let's see. FRB. Y'all, and these are so smooth. And I don't get fallout from these. If I do, it's very little. And if the shadow is getting old. And the PAO is 2 years. And some of these I have had like about 2 years. So that is that one. Kind of blending into my skin tone, but it's really pretty. This is a pretty shade. This one is Nebula. Oh, this is bold, if I remember. I need to really just, and I want to just do like just lethal for like a month, and I could, because I remember I did the month of McGrath. Yeah, they're very smooth. Yeah. This is Nebula. Watch how bold this is, y'all. Oh, it's bright. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, it's blue back here. Look at this. Look. Look. Look at that. Tell me y'all see what I'm seeing. Green and then the blue. And in the pen, it doesn't look like it has a flip. To me, it doesn't look like it does. But look at that. Do y'all see green and blue, or am I just seeing things? Y'all, this is beautiful. I know I remembered it being like a bold, bright green. Look at that. But I forgot the shift. Oh my gosh. Why am I acting like I haven't had this for a while and used it before? This is Dahlia. This came in a mystery bag or somewhere. And this is what this looks like. This would go nice with, well, I did say this would be a nice quad. This would go nice with these. I'm swatching this, but I'm looking at I'm looking at that. Y'all, these The only thing that's on my wish list from Lethal is their waterliner collection, because it's cheaper to get the collection than just like a handful. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I use up some more of the Inglot, or at least until more of them get more dry. But then I do think I'll still use them for my brows, because the water one, it wiped off my tails. But I might just have to learn them more, because that was my first time using it, is when I tried it in a video. Did I throw that away? Did I throw? Because each row is 4 shades, which is one whatchamajigget. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? Because each one is 4 sides, which is a row. But that sponge tip was done, and we're only to Dahlia? What the hell? And yeah, I pulled them out the trash. This is so it's just all the sponge tips at the bottom. But I'm looking at them, and all of them got colors all over. So maybe one of the sponge tips has shadow on it from another swatch thing. Because if I only use 2 sides, I do just like put it aside to use it later. So this is Dahlia. This is this shade. This one is Terminus. Terminus. It's a us. Terminus. And I'm thinking this came in a mystery bag too, because this is not a shade I would have purchased. I'm looking at this one, which is neat, UV reactive, but almost looks like that one. Let's see, Terminus. Let's see. It's a little bit deeper, just a little bit, not much. Okay. This is pretty. All of these are pretty. Event Horizon. This is a dark shade too. I do remember that. Yeah, that is. And that would go, well, you know, I need to stop saying that, because I did say this is a nice quad. And so I'm looking at these like, that go nice with that. But I had already kind of said that. This one is Event Horizon. This has a shift. So you see it's red, and then it's like a fiery orange, copper. This looks new, y'all. And I know I used it, because y'all know I use everything in a palette. Oh. That is gorgeous. Do y'all see what I see? So it's like a pinky here, and then like a copper, gold, green back there. Y'all know I'm not good at colors. Do y'all see it though? Or am I seeing things? Oh man. Look at this. It's like 3 different colors. Because like right here, I see like a deep gold, and then I see green, and then it just, this looks purple right here to me. Right here to me, this looks purple. Over here is that bronzy copper. I see purple, and I see that bronzy copper. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. All I need is that on the lid and go. This, man. All right, y'all. Dark Matter. This is the one that gives me anxiety. I think I want to do that last. We're going to do this last. It shook me, y'all. I'm shook. That's the perfect name for this palette, anxiety, because of that shade. This is Spawn. Oh my gosh. I'm like running out of space here. This is Spawn. So this is just a non-shifting matte. That's nice. That would go with that too. And the thing with lethal shadows, they all just work together. Like it's just this one is trespass. Didn't we swatch a trespass already? Did we swatch a trespass already, y'all? This is trespass. That's wilted or willow, so that's not it. It's not that. I might get that Event Horizon and stick in a palette. When I order from them, I use Teresa is Dead, her code, which is garbage. And I heard her say in a video that she doesn't get commission. I don't know if she gets credit or not, because some brands give credit and not like financial compensation. Why am I don't know if we did trespass or not. All right, we got three more. This one is nocturnal. This is a deep brown. I love it because I know I like dark shades. Let's put this. We're gonna put this down here. Oh, this is just like a deep chocolate. Don't look at my nose. But that's a nice dark shade. Okay, y'all. We got. See, I'm already shook. This is Transmutation, which is a black. Okay, I know I can handle that. And we're going to put this over here. So it's just a basic black. It is, right, Sarah? That's a nice brown. And we looking at my nose. So this is Transmutation. So these two were out of stock for a long time. And I had put on my notifications because I wanted to put, these are the old, no, this is the newer ones. Because most of the other palettes in here, most of the eyeshadows in this palette are newish. And so I wanted to put a new Transmutation, this black and this Nocturnal, which is brown. So y'all see, even with this black, if you're intimidated by black or if it causes anxiety for you, you can shear it out because you see how it shears out to like a gray. That's this shade. Where some black shadows, maybe it's like a smoke gray. In person, it does. Where some black shadows, it's just black. This, you see how, if you can, let me get my words together. I'm excited. You see how you can blend it out and it'll go gray. Or just don't use a sponge tip because that will saturate it more. So that's cute. And it is nice to know that you can blend it out. So if you put too much on, just blend your little heart away and it'll be fine. All right, y'all, we got dark matter. This needs to be in the first look that I do because I need to get over it. Because like right now, like I am feeling like super anxious, like seriously. And it's only an eyeshadow. But look at this. Look. And you see the purple blue up here. And you see the red back here. Sarah said, hey, up Dion. So look at this. This looks like a fire back here. And then it goes purple again. And then this is like a dark purple. Y'all, I used that Hourglass number 3 brush. And I put it on the lid. I was like, oh, shit. Look at this. Like this. You see how it's shifting? So you see that purple and then it goes red, like a red-orange fire. And you can still see it just like that other one that we did. Which one was it? I don't know. It was this one. So just how that one, you still see both the shifts. That's how this is. So it's like a purple and then it's like a red fire. Look at, y'all, look at this. Look, y'all, look. And so putting this, I put a light shade like it where this light shade is. And then I took this with the Hourglass No. 3 and put here. And it just was like, because where are you going to blend it to when it's like almost over? And it was all the way up to the puff and everything. So I was like, it's nowhere for me to blend it to. And y'all know I don't scrap looks. But y'all, this. So this needs to be in the first look that I do because I need to not be defeated by an eyeshadow. But look, that one, this one, the nice little soft shift in this one, the boldness of these darker shades, the shininess of the shimmers, the dual chromes, the mattes, everything is so smooth, y'all. So this is anxiety. And will that be on the schedule soon? I need to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to look at my calendar because I have something for tomorrow. Because I did a look with a certain brand today, that I'm doing another look with that brand tomorrow. So that's going to be 2 looks in one video. And Wednesday, I'll be down at, excuse me for it at my throat, at the Playhouse. But I'm going to try and do a look before I leave. But I'm definitely, I need to get with that. No, don't say it's a joke, because I really do need, because it really does cause anxiety for me, and I need to get over it. It's only an eyeshadow. And I'm looking at this palette, and even like with this row, even though this is super dark and this has that shift in it, that's a grunge look all by itself. Put on black eyeliner, use some mascara.